Okay, so I am continuing off from where we left off. We reached down, grabbed the cube, picked it up. So now we're at position 11. So now we want to try to get to position 12. So we're going to move back towards the robot. So to move back towards the robot, I'm going to change my X value. We're going to name a new position. We're going to call it 12 because we're making a new position. And I will record that position. We want to keep it the same Z level, so we're going to keep above the surface of the table. We're going to keep above the surface of the table, but we're going to move back towards the robot. So now, rather than being 400 millimeters away from the robot, let's go 350 millimeters from the robot. So now I'm going to teach it that position. Remember, I'm not going to use get position unless the machine is currently where I want it to be, and that's the value I'm going to use. So I recorded my position, and then I taught it after I gave it a new distance. So let's see if that worked. Okay, so it worked. It moved back. Alright, that's where I want it to be. So after it goes to position 11, then it's going to go to position 12. Now we need to go back down to the ground. We're going to call that position 2 because it's on the ground. So on the ground, position 2, we know should be straight down, which I believe was 10 initially. So now if I tell it, I'm going to create that position by recording it. I'm going to teach it that position, and now I'm going to have it go to that position to see if it works. So now it's on the ground. Oop, you can zoom through the table apparently. Alright. So let's move up a little bit. So now we're right on the ground. So now we're right on the ground. So I'm going to say go to position 11 in my program window. Go to position 11. After that, I'll put go to position 12. So now that was the. Oop. After go to position 11, my bad, I will go to position 12. Now we're at position 12 where we were hovering over the ground position. Now we're going to go to position 2, which was the ground position. Now we need to let go of the thing, so we're going to let it go. And at the end of this program, to make sure that our tooling piece is out of the way, I'm going to have it go home. So I'm just going to have it go right back to 99. So now I'll reset my work cell and let's check it out. If let's try to get a good viewing point here. Alright, so clicking back on line 1, run single cycle. Let's see what it does. Opens claw. Alright, so now it's going to position 1, which should be right on top of the cube. Close the gripper. Close gripper, go to. That shouldn't be there. Go to 11, 12. Okay. So I'm clicking back on line 1. I'll hit run single line. So it's going down to position 1, where it will close the gripper to grab it. Oops. Take 2. Okay, so I'm going to navigate us to a better position where we can see this. I'm going to go back to line 1. I'm going to run single line. Opens the gripper. Goes down to grab it. Closes the claw. Lifts it straight up. Moves it straight back. Moves it straight down. Lets it go. And then goes back to home. Alright, at this point, you would want to call me over. I'll sign your sheet. Make sure you do save this. So again, we can go File, Save As. I'll save this to my Z drive. Make sure you're always saving your Z drives and not the individual computers. Once I save it on my Z drive, and you'll show me, I do want you to answer the conclusion questions on a separate sheet of paper. or on the sheet if there's room. For this specific one, there is not room to answer, so please hand it on a separate sheet. But hopefully this was helpful. This is all of the steps in completing 3.1.2a, pick and place. Thank you.